We're changing location again. I got really bruised. Here's the story. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not starting it like that. Hi, my name's May. My pronouns are them and they, and I am gay. There are very few trigger warnings for this video. Those would include... So there is a road with a crazy intersection near me, and I was making a left turn, and a person was going straight, and I did not even begin turning. That's how straight I was going at the time, and that's how head-on the collision was. I suffered some pretty severe bruising from the seatbelt doing its job, and the airbags doing their job. Just another day as a car part. All the airbags had gone off, and my nose was a little bit bloody from the airbag. I don't tell you this to scare you, but to prepare you. So, it's been a month since the car crash, exactly. It happened December 17th, and it's now January 17th. I have a new car. New car, who dis? In trying to talk about being prepared for how to cope with a crisis, I was still too far into crisis to be able to be a reliable narrator. Here's basically what happened. I was in my car, and I had a green arrow, but it switched to a yellow arrow while I was proceeding, so I hesitated. And the other car came at me, and he was running a red light, and he was going fast. And he was not able to stop, and I was already there, and so we collided head on. I didn't really understand what had happened, but if this is going to be disturbing, don't look at it. It's going to be up for the next 10 seconds. This is the wreckage of my car. That's my hunched up little sore body looking at the wreckage after I came out of the hospital. It was a very stressful night. The important thing was I was okay. The other driver was okay. And now I'm going to talk about a little bit what you should do if you are in a car accident and you... Fuck off, cops. What the hell was that? If you have tics, listen up. So first of all, RIP headphone users. I am so sorry. I will put the microphone farther away. So when working with... Police showed up on the scene pretty quickly, and as did a fire truck and an ambulance. Because there was wreckage everywhere, like a cleanup crew came to get the glass out of the intersection. And the parts of my car, we were kind of almost missing a tire, and it cracked the dash to the point that like the engine almost came in to the passenger seat, which was horrifying. Thank God I had no one in the car, no animals in the car. So you'll want to tell them, firstly, if you're okay or not okay. So I was okay. So I said, I'm okay. But I was okay, not great. So I went with okay. And then I told them, I am hurt in these areas. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Take inventory. I'm a preschool teacher. We sing that song a lot. Irrelevant. So I told them I was okay. I told them where I was injured. I asked if I could make a phone call, and then I told them that I didn't want to go to the hospital. I made my phone call and then changed my mind that I did want to go to the hospital, and they wanted me to go to the hospital anyways because I had nose bleeding and I had wiped it, and it kind of looked like it was coming out of my ears, which shows severe head injury, but then I didn't have a severe head injury. I went to the hospital, and I denied getting an x-ray because I was so like hot to get to the wreckage of my car and see what was left because I was in shock. You really should not be making decisions when you're in shock. Damien, what are you chewing on about? And you're fine. When you're in shock, your body's in fight, flight, freeze, submit. And I was definitely in some sort of flight. Like, I didn't want to be in the hospital anymore. I just wanted out. So I left, and that ended up not being a great idea because I have lasting injuries from the car crash, and now I don't have any documentation for it. Like, it was an accident. It happened. I can accept that. I was said to not be at fault for the accident. Insurance has paid me so I could get a new Subaru because Subarus prove that you can take a pretty hard hit from a big truck in a sedan and not die. So that was cool. And my neurodivergent brain is, why do I look like my hand's not real? It looks like this is fake. This is my hand. But yeah, so I guess TLDR, TLDL, too long didn't listen. Here are my points. Do let enforcement or EMS know how you communicate. Take inventory of any injuries, breathe deeply and slowly, and explain any conditions you have that maybe the situation needs sensitivity, like PTSD, OCD, autism, ADHD, or other. Do not apologize, as they may take it as acceptance of guilt, sadly, over-dramatize the emotional effect of the activity, or ignore or become combative towards instruction. So yeah, it was not caused because I have Tourette's. It was not further crippling me physically or neurologically. I was able to communicate. I was able to call friends to come to the hospital because I don't really have anybody that's family in the area that wanted to come. And so I'm really grateful that I'm able to share my story with you guys. And if you see my car in different videos and it's not my old car, that's why. Damien, can you stop licking my legs? Nightmare dog, nightmare dog, nightmare dog. All right. Love you guys. Take on. Bye.